welcome back to the video on the Football Zone and to a weekend review, reviewing all the Premier League action from this weekend, starting off with West Ham 0, Chelsea 3, a dominant win for Chelsea. Nicholas Jackson with 2 early goals, gave them a great start. Cole Palmer with a third just after half-time. And yeah, dominant win for Chelsea here. I think Chelsea looking really good now. I think we've seen several matches this season where they've been looking really strong, especially some away matches against West Ham now, Wolves as well. So yeah, I think definitely positive signs for Chelsea. But yeah, West Ham were really poor here. Just such a defensive drab display really, and yeah, concerns were really for them. But moving on into Tottenham 3, Brentford 1, a much needed win for Spurs. But yeah, couldn't have got off to a much worse start when in the first minute Brian and Mbeumo scored to give Brentford a lead. But Solanke and Johnson turned it around by the 28th minute, and Maddison sealed the deal late on to make it 3-1. And yeah, really could have been more. Tottenham played some good football here. Created loads of chances. I think they had nearly 4 expected goals, which is really high. Brentford actually had more possession, etc., etc. So yeah, quite a fascinating game. But a big win for Tottenham all said and done. Moving on into Southampton 1, Ipswich 1 at St Mary's, and it looked for so long Southampton would get the win. Dibbling in the 5th minute, giving Southampton the lead, and it was Sam Morsey with a goal from the edge of the box in the 95th minute. He rescued the point for Ipswich. I think, this was a bit of an off day for Ipswich, really. Southampton probably just about deserving of the win, so, they'll be absolutely devastated to let it drop. It would have been such an important win for them as well. So, yeah, they'll be really, really frustrating about that. But I think another big point for Ipswich just once again shows their desire and belief. Moving on into Liverpool 3, Bournemouth 0 at Anfield. Dias with 2 in 2 minutes, in 26th and 28th minute, and Nunez in 37th minute made it 3-0. Liverpool after that kind of dominated proceedings really. Big win for them. And yeah, I think after the Forest game kind of eradicated any doubts from that. Bournemouth, I think, comfortably second best here. In the end it was a dominant performance from Liverpool. Moving on into Leicester 1, Everton 1 at the King Power. It was Ndiaye in the 12th minute and Mavi Adidi in the 73rd minute who made it 1-1. And yeah, I think Everton once again leading a game and not being held on. So frustrating for them, I can imagine. And yeah, also a real concern. I think, Leicester, I think, will probably be relatively lead at this point coming back. But Everton, once again, frustrated. But yeah, just not a lot between the two sides. But moving on into Fulham 3, Newcastle 1. Big win for Fulham here. It was Jimenez and Smith Rowe who gave them the 2-0 lead. Barnes made it a bit of a tense finish, but in the end, Nelson scored the win. And yeah, Fulham looking really good here. The likes of Smith Rowe signing has been excellent. Big win for them. Newcastle, of course, had a pretty strong start to the season, so they won't be too disappointed, really, I don't think. But yeah, they will be, I think, frustrated with this result more than anything, just because they couldn't continue the momentum. But, big win for them. But moving on then to Villa 3, Wolves 1. Big win for Villa here. They were behind for actually a long time. In the 25th minute, it was Cunha who gave Wolves the lead, before Watkins made it 1-1 in the 73rd minute. Concert and Duran scored late goals to win at Villa, and of course, great wins here. Obviously a bit of a local rivalry this game, so yeah, big win there for the Villa. They'll be absolutely delighted with that. Really gives them some momentum now as well. But for Wolves, really disappointed. They've of course had a tough start to the season. This would have given them serious momentum, so yeah, they'll be upset. But moving on into Palace 0, Manchester United 0 at Selhurst Park. And yeah, wasn't a lot between the two sides, to be honest. A fairly drab game. Manchester United probably had the better of the game, but in the end couldn't really find that breakthrough, and it's another poor result for Manchester United. Palace themselves have had a tough start to the season, so yeah, they would have really been hoping and probably expecting to get the win here. So yeah, I think they'll be very disappointed with that on the whole, another poor result for United. But moving on into Brighton 2, Forest 2 at the Amex, and it was Chris Wood from the spot in the 13th minute who gave Forest a lead. Hinshelwood in the 42nd minute made it 1-1, before Danny Welbeck in the 45th minute made it 2-1. Sousa equalised in the 70th minute, and we had a massive incident where Gibbs White and the two managers got sent off. Massive punch up. More drop points for Brighton. Obviously a bit of a head loss as well, and Brighton couldn't get the winner at the end. I think good away point for Forest. But, Brighton, they would have been hoping for more than 2 points from Forest and Ipswich at home. But moving on into Man City 2, Arsenal 2. A crazy game. Haaland gave City lead early on before Calafiori equalised. Gabriel put Arsenal up 2-1, and then Trossard for kicking the ball away just before half-time. Second yellow card. Such a stupid decision them to make, in my opinion. Arsenal defended resolutely and bravely before, in the 98th minute, John Stones, a rebound from a corner, saving City. You kind of knew it was going to come. You knew it was inevitable. City went on its day, but Arsenal gave it all defensively with 10 men, but couldn't quite hold on. A big point for City, and you feel like that would be crucial in the title race. They'll never say die attitude, but Arsenal, I think, will be absolutely devastated if they didn't win this game. What a game between the two best sides in the country right now.
So anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.